Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to learn how to knit the hyacinth stitch, and this is what it looks like. It's a lacy stitch, and hyacinths are a flower. They're beautiful and they look a little bit like lily of the valley, but they've got more flowers on, and as you can see, it's very stretchy, very lacy, and it's worked on a multiple of 6 stitches plus 2, and the first set of the pattern we work 7 rows, and then to continue the pattern we work 6 rows repeat going up. So I'm gonna put all the information in the description below, row by row from the cast on, and here I'm just going to show you the stitches that are a bit more difficult. So we're going to go on row number 2, which is going to be on the wrong side, and as you can see, all these long stitches here, they make the flower like this. So I just finished row number 7 here, and we're going to go to row number 2, which is a wrong side row, and we're going to decrease and we're going to increase as well. So the first stitch is a knit 1, then we have to purl 5 stitches together, so we bring our yarn forward and we put our right needle through 5 stitches on the left needle, 3, 4. They're very tight, so you got to make sure that your needle goes through, and then we're just going to pull it. Well, that didn't work, did it? 1, 2, 3. No, this one doesn't want to come on. 4, 5. So we bring our yarn forward and we pull it through all the 5 stitches. That's it. Then in the next stitch we have to make 5. So we're going to make 5 in 1 stitch. We're going to put our right needle through the front, and we're going to knit 1, bring our yarn to the put our yarn to the back, knit 1, bring our yarn forward, purl 1, so we made 2, yarn at the back, knit 1, that's 3, yarn at the front, purl 1, that's 4, yarn at the back, knit 1, and put the and then pull the stitch through. Now we have to purl 5 together again, so we're going to go 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that was the wrong one. You have to be careful because it's very easy to go on the stitch below, and that's not what we want. We want the stitch at the top. So this is really challenging. So we bring our yarn forward like this and we pull it through. Now we have to make 5, so in this stitch we're going to knit 1, yarn in the front, purl 1, yarn at the back, knit 1, yarn at the front, purl 1, yarn in the back, knit 1, and pull the stitch off. Purl 5 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, the 5th one doesn't want to come through. 5. Pull our yarn around and pull it through like that. Now we got to make 5 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yarn at the front and purl 5 together. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on, the 5th one is always a challenge. Yarn around the needle and pull it through. Now we have to make 5 in the next stitch. We'll make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the last stitch we knit. We turn our work and we have our flowers like this. And I made the wrap bigger here so you can see the flower better. Now for row number 3, we have to purl all stitches. So we're just going to go and purl all the stitches. Okay, that's row number 3. Now for row number 4, it's pretty much the same as row number 2, but we do it the other way. So we're going to knit 1 stitch, then we're going to make 5 in the next stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pull the stitch through, and then we're going to purl 5 together. Make 5 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Purl 5 together. Make 5. 1, 2, 3. Yarn in the front, purl 5 together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Make 5. 1, 3, 4, 5. Purl 5 together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Make 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then the last stitch you knit. And that's what makes these little bubbles that we have in between our flowers. Now we're ready for row number 5. We're going to purl all stitches. It's very easy. It's just a bit of a struggle with the purl 5 together. Okay, so now we're ready to make the flowers, which are done in row number 6, and I made 2 different ones here. So for the first two flowers, I wrapped the yarn 3 times, so it makes short, small flowers. And if you want it even more lacy than this one, then you can wrap it 5 times like I did here. Now I only made this so you can see that it doesn't really make a big difference. Obviously the flowers are bigger here because I wrapped the yarn 5 times. The flowers are smaller here and more compact because I wrapped it 3 times. But you choose whichever one you want. And the next one I'm going to show you small, so with tiny flowers, shorter petals, I think you could call those. So that's worked on row number 6, which is a wrong side row. And the way we work it is we're going to knit all stitches and we're going to wrap our yarn 3 times. So we put our yarn through and we're going to wrap once, twice, 3 times, and then we pull our yarn through. Again, 1, 2, 3, and we pull our yarn through. 1, 2, 3, pull the yarn through. 1, 2, 3, pull the yarn through. So you continue that until the end, and I'm going to put this on time lapse because it's a bit more it takes a bit longer. So when you finish row number 6 with all the wraps on each knit stitch, we're going to release those wraps in the next row, which is row number 7. And it's a very simple row. You just start with knit 1 stitch, and when you drop it, you also drop the wraps like that. So we knit a stitch and then we pull all the wraps off, and that's what makes those long yarns in between the 2 rows. And like I said before, you can wrap the yarn 3 times or 5 times or 4 times, depending on how long you want the flowers to be or how loose the flowers you want them to be. And I showed you my previous row repeat. I wrapped it 5 times and now I wrapped it 3 times, so you can see the difference between them. But this is the 7 row repeat, and like I said, you start with 7 row repeat and then you continue with 6 row repeat. So I'm going to give you the instructions down below how to cast on and how to start from the cast on and how to continue in the pattern. In this video I just showed you the technique of the stitches, which are purl 5 together, make 5, wrap the yarn around the needle and release the wraps from the left needle in this row that I'm showing you right now. But I hope you enjoy this video, and let me know what you're going to decide to knit with this stitch. I'm not sure what I'll cast on next with this stitch. Maybe a little baby cardigan like I usually do, but I think it looks really pretty, and it's a very interesting stitch to do. And it's very easy. It looks so much more complicated than it really is, and it's just a 6 row repeat, and then you're done with this. It does use up quite a bit of yarn, I think, but it's pretty. So like you see here, this is the 5th row, and the flowers are not gathered yet because that's what you do in the next row, and you gather the flowers right here, and then you make the bumps like I did over here. But this is the hyacinth stitch. I hope you enjoy it. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for my to my channel for more videos. Thanks. Bye.